Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Chakras and Cusswords podcast. My name is Katherine, and I am your host. Today, we are going to talk about the full moon in Taurus. The full moon in Taurus is literally like right around the corner. I'm trying to get this podcast out to you a couple days before the actual full moon takes place. I'm sure many of you have been feeling a lot of energy. The cosmic energy has been intense. We just got over the height of the presidential election, and I'll be honest, if that's how you perceived the energy and you feel like it's a win, more power to you. If you are centered with a loss, take time to chill and kind of grow into a place of stability and understanding that no matter what happens around us, we control our own energetic focus and our own alignment in the here and now and what we're doing right now. So let's get into the full moon in Taurus, because I honestly feel like it is a little bit of an energy that we need, a little bit of a calming factor. It has some energy of grounding and also feeling safe in certain focuses that sometimes don't feel safe. So on November is our full moon in Taurus, and it's kind of like a cosmic calling for us to just chill the fuck out. Let the energy just kind of move away from us and let it just perceive to take a different direction. Allow these pathways to interchange and allow yourself to let go. On November 15th of 2024, it is going to occur around 4:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and also 1:28 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This full moon brings in grounding, steady energy of the Taurus sign, and that's all about keeping things calm. The Taurus is a calm creature, and we'll get into the Taurus a little bit more, but really owning that presence of being steady and simple for the most part. We don't want to be too wild. We don't want to let the wild beast out. Many of us have been on an energetic roller coaster, so let's just let this energy kind of perceive in a steady flow. The Taurus doesn't want to rush or dive into deep emotions. Instead, it invites us to slow down. And with this full moon illumination, a lot of times we feel that energetic pull to continue. And we're going to try to do the opposite of that. We're going to kind of let this full moon be a little bit more centered around self-care and preservation. So take a deep breath in and allow yourself to release any pressure or stress or areas of anxiety that we've been putting on ourselves. We will definitely explore how the full moon encourages us to let go of that energy of unresolved issues or tension, and to allow ourselves to gain the mindset that it will work out. We will be okay. It is a perfect time to reflect on where it is that we can ease up and chill out and let life flow to us. So let's take some area to really understand this illumination of leaving a space for a calm reflection and embracing the energetic intentions. For this full moon, we are going to want to focus on the energies of relaxation, the energy of grounding and slowing down. And that energy represents the root chakra. The root chakra is always centered around this safety that the earth brings, that energetic alignment, the energy of the minerals within the earth, within the ground, within the soil, within the oceans, within the air. There's an energy of safety, even in the home, right? Wherever your home lays, your place of sleep, we should have that energy of the root chakra, feeling the connection of being safe. And it's located at the base of the spine. This is the chakra that is about stability and also security, feeling grounded and trusting your presence. The Taurus is an earth sign, so this full moon encourages us to connect with the root chakra by caring for our sense of safety and stability. Activities like spending time in nature, grounding outside, also mindfulness outside, or gratitude, taking moments to appreciate the elements of the earth, allows us to balance this chakra. The root chakra is the first chakra as is located to the spine. So it is that sense of some of the traits that we learned in the energy of the womb. So if there is some mother wombs that has wounds, sometimes it happens in the energy of the year of being with the mother, or the first year of life, the trauma, the distrust, the anxiety might kind of roll up. And most of the time, since we were so young, we don't necessarily remember, but the conscious and subconscious allows us to remember or understand that there was a moment in time where we didn't feel safe. So this is allowing yourself and trusting in yourself to feel safe in your current situation. The heart chakra is another chakra that we are definitely going to look at the influence of how this is taking play with this full moon in Taurus. With the energy of Venus and also the energy of stability, the Venus energy is asking us to pull towards our self-love and also our emotional balance, our energy of relationships, and our energy of compassion, love, and connection that's more focused beyond movement of just I, but also the duality of two. The heart chakra also I guess you could say surveys or surrounds the energy of the chest, of course, but also the energy of moving towards embracing yourself, which will naturally allow you to embrace the connection of others. And I think sometimes that when we are looking at relationships, we have to understand that focusing on the heart chakra, the area of boundaries, trust, self-love, and emotional balance and compassion, subconsciously allows us to love others. If we still have a disconnect where we don't feel safe in centers of the root chakra or centers of other elements of the chakras or just the elements of energy, then that disconnect continues to move forward into our relationships. And it sometimes brings that emotional intentions that seem very tense and seem very stressed. So focusing on the heart chakra during this full moon can help us manifest and use a sense of ease, letting go of past emotional ties that may have came up in the relationship, or letting go of past emotional tension from the individual. Sometimes we take in some of the energies of the past unwillingly. They continue to lurk around us subconsciously. We don't understand why these energies continue to come up again. But if we allow ourselves to feel safe in our relationship because we are safe with ourselves, then it will have an easier flow. We also have one of the chakras that to me represents the energy of passion. And I'm kind of going out of order, but that's okay, because to me, the most important is the root chakra and the heart chakra for this full moon. But the sacral chakra is important. It is centered around the lower abdomen. It's actually the second chakra. So first you would go the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and then the solar plex, and then the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and the third eye, and then the crown chakra. However, with the sacral chakra, it is a chakra that is centered around pleasure and creativity and also relaxation. This energy can intertwine with a lover, with your relationships with self, and also with connections with a partner. But the sacral chakra is important in areas of creativity and letting go of the feeling that the center should be tenseful. And we look at the energy that the Taurus values with comfort and indulging those senses. So if this energy isn't aligned with the root chakra and also the heart chakra, as it is almost in the middle of these two chakras, we will see tension. And we don't want to see tension, right? Especially when we are centered around the calm. So the Taurus values, and this full moon values, the area of the senses, of turning the sacral chakra into an energy that allows us to embrace our stability and our pleasure circle, our energy of movement, of it being placed in a place where we see ourselves as being safe, comfortable, and also stable in our energy of pleasures, which allows us to show compassion, emotional balance, and also an area of intimacy and an area of simple pleasures. For instance, if that's creativity, if that's painting, if that is dancing, if that is walking, it does have an energy of confidence that needs to kind of explode or indulge or overflow, as it is centered with the sacral chakra. So during this full moon, connecting the three chakras, especially these three, are very important when we are looking at the energy around you and grounding yourself in emotional harmony and enjoying the simplicity of this chill moon. We want to chill out with this moon, as it is a grounded earth moon. The earth moon, or as known as the Taurus moon symbolizes the bull. It is grounded, it is patient, and it's a steady energy. The Taurus also is kind of seen as a hard worker. A lot of times you will see that the Taurus may be a worker bee, really centered on doing all the things. So this is a moon that we want to kind of let go of that energy. It is a fixed sign, so that energy could sometimes feel very stubborn or a little bit complicit in its own areas of knowledge. The Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and beauty and luxury. And the Taurus has a deep connection to the physical world, the energy of Earth, the here and now, the pleasures that it offers, and the areas of stability, security, and safety should be something that we look into with this full moon. It often seeks comfort and familiar energies around tangible items or tangibility, as we see that traditionally the Taurus is hovering over the second house placement. The Taurus energy loves the idea of building something meaningful over time. So that's why getting centered with your sacral chakra in centers of creativity, building or moving or creating is important to do under this full moon. Whenever it is centered around careers or relationship, there's also a personal sanctuary, of creation, allowing ourselves to build things that mean something to not just the external environment, but also the internal environment, which is us. The Taurus is often seen as loyal and persistent. So once they set their goals, they work very hard for it. And if for some reason that you're feeling like the goals are feeling a little bit, untouchable, or it's just feeling like more of an obstacle, this is a time for you to remember to slow down. The Taurus kind of moves at that slower but steady movement. We don't want to overwork ourselves. It doesn't have the energy of like the Aries of that fire element. So we want to be more grounded at a slower, steady pace. They also have a natural appreciation for beauty and quality. So definitely some confidence magic, some spiritual magic about understanding that you are safe and confident and that you are loved would be the main focus, as simple as that sounds. But that is the appreciation of the Taurus. They also have that energy that is surrounding themselves with enjoying creativity, art, music, and also anything that stimulates their senses as we are tapping into the sacral chakra. It is a full moon that we want to feel comfortable in. It is a full moon that we want to feel should be savored and not rushed. We want to enjoy this full moon as we are transitioning, as the seasons are moving and we are slowly moving through fall and will be centered around winter. So it is a time for us to take a little bit of energy towards understanding that change is coming. If it's just in the space of the seasons or the personal space of self, but change is a virtue, right? Change does have a calming influence right before it occurs. Allowing ourselves to look at the energy of patience and strength that we see within the movement of the environment and also the movement that we see within ourselves. In the energy of relationships, the Taurus is loyal. The Taurus is affectionate and deeply committed, as we should be in our energetic relationships, unless those relationships are not allowing us to feel safe or stable. Then there is some self-reflection and overall relationship reflection we have to do. But to cherish the stability and also to cherish the movement of long-standing, grounded, stable relationships. There's something very pure and calming in a relationship that is steady, that is grounded, and that overall has an area of encounters that feels wise and moves forward. Overall, the Taurus energy encourages us to slow down and to appreciate it. So this is what we should do, is appreciate that energy of the full moon and that energy of aspects that allows us to move forward in the foundation of our future, the foundation of change and movement of the simple pleasures. For this full moon, there are some rituals that you could focus on. I want them to be I don't want to tell you what to do with your life, right? I don't want to tell you how to practice your magic, but it would be important if they resemble the 3 chakras that we went over in some aspects. And also some of the key components that the Taurus has. For instance, a beautiful ritual to consider is a grounding ritual. The purpose is to be connected to the earth and your inner stability, and also to allow yourself to be connected with the root chakra. So you can do grounding any way you want, right? You could stand outside, you could ground like that, or you can also get a bowl of soil or salt or black salt or smoky quartz, something that is centered around dark colors for that calming sense, or a candle such as green like the earth, or even blue, but mostly green. I would use green for a Taurus full moon, or like a dark burgundy maybe, but something that makes you feel centered around the energy of the minerals of the earth, of the green grass or the ground. so like a burgundy or a brown. The energy that you want to look at is lighting the candle or holding the bowl of soil or salt in your hands, and allow yourself to visualize roots growing from your body, grounding you into the earth. And that might sound a little scary in some ways, to be so grounded in the here and now, but understanding that your intentions to feel secure and balanced and stable are around you. You could keep your crystal near you, but also set your intentions and allowing yourself that energy of stability is strong. I also highly recommend listening to the root chakra meditations that I have. I think I have a total of 2 out on the podcast. Another center that you could use towards the sacral chakra and also towards the energy of confidence and self-love is a ritual bath. I love ritual baths. The purpose is to enhance your self-worth and also to embrace your inner beauty and your confidence. The ingredients of the ritual bath, in all honesty, should be centered around something that is calming. I wouldn't necessarily introduce any citrus into this bath, but you do what feels right for you. I would use rose petals, lavender, or even essential oil. If you can, use some type of something that feels a little bit calm. It could be white candles, purple candles, but something that has like an energy of calmness, like a pink, but not like a vibrant pink, more of like a calm pink. I wouldn't necessarily use red unless you are planning on being centered with the sacral chakra as well. Then you might want to introduce some red or some dark colors for the energy of passion, or even orange. But for the most part, you want to be calm and you want to be confident. Pink usually resembles the energy of confidence. You can use some type of salt. You could use Himalayan pink salt, or you can use like a scrub or something that's like an oil in the bath, and allow your body to soak up those aromas and also those healing and energetic properties. The method is basically very simple. Prepare your warm bath and also add rose petals, your salt, your oil, your bath salts, whatever it is that allows you to feel in the beauty of the ritual bath, to feel the beauty of what it is that you are putting in there. Place the rose in the water and allow yourself to soak it in. You could also meditate during this time. I love meditating in a bath, but the overall function is to understand that you are worthy, you are confident, and you are comfortable. And also, most importantly, you are loved. This energy, if you were to listen to one of the past meditations that I have, I would highly recommend listening to the sacral chakra meditation. Allowing yourself for the water to cleanse away any negative and allowing that beauty to enter through the energy of the warm water. Talking away any negative self-talk. Make sure you do it with enforcement of self-love. For instance, you want to say areas of self-gratitude and self-acceptance, understanding that you are beautiful and gorgeous, even if sometimes you allow the self to negatively speak words that come out of your mouth that feel a little bit negative. But you shouldn't be speaking it at this time. In all honesty, you should just be letting it clear away. Visually watch it go away during a ritual bath. And then you want to replace that energy with areas of self-love and self-worth. The abundance energy of prosperity is more focused on stability and abundance, and some might even say money and wealth. The Taurus does resemble that energy of the hard worker, where gratitude comes in. This is aligned mostly with the heart chakra, that energy of green focus. If that is material abundance, sometimes it's material abundance. But the main purpose is to understand that you attract financial stability and the abundance and the ingredients of movement of a successful life. So what you would use is maybe a green candle, basil leaves, coins. A lot of people like to use coins in areas of prosperity. It's important that you make your own spell. The spell has a little bit more meaning when it's made from the individual using it. I'm just here to give you resources. And you could use a small dish or even energy of soil. The method is to arrange the basil, the coins, or the soil around the candle. As you light it, visualize the abundance flowing into your life, steady and stable. Easily say, I am aligned with the abundance and attract prosperity in all forms. You can also say, for instance, money flows to me easy. I am successful. The energetic alliance of abundance is within me. You could also keep one of the coins in your wallet or your purse as a token to carry the energy with you, or a bay leaf. For instance, if you use a bay leaf and you write money, or you write wealth, or you write your affirmation, you can also keep that leaf with you. Definitely make sure you are centered around the color green of the heart chakra, and allow yourself to trust your boundaries, and also allow yourself to understand that the energetic flow of trust and wealth and success is confident because it is within you. There is a spell, especially if you are feeling very stressed or overwhelmed, that you want to use towards releasing some of this energy. And when we talk about stress release jars, sometimes you will see that these jars come up in energies of letting go certain intentions or letting go certain people. And we often talk about put them in the jar. Don't necessarily do this on this moon, but like I said, I'm not here to teach you guys your magic. This full moon is for you in energies of releasing and also staying calm. Most of the time when we are doing magic that seems a little bit more rebellious or revengeful, I wouldn't necessarily do it on a full moon, but like I said, you practice your magic the way you like. This is a stress release jar spell, and the purpose is to let go stress, anxiety, or tension, anything that's been overwhelming you. And if you are feeling this tension, I definitely think that there's some energy that needs to be cleared. So the purpose is to let go stress and the anxiety and the tension. So you're going to want to get a small jar, preferably a mason jar. You're also going to want to use some chamomile or lavender and a piece of amethyst or even salt. The point is that you're going to write down anything or speak into the jar, anything that has been making you feel tense, trapped, or overwhelmed. If you are planning on doing a stress releasing jar spell, please be mindful to do it before you do the other spells. This should be the first spell, and then the other ones could be the ones to follow afterwards. But please follow up with something if you do a spell like this. The point is to basically write down whatever's been holding you back, making you feel tense. When you fold it, you want to fold it away from you. Also add chamomile, lavender, amethyst, and salt. Then close the jar tightly. Hold it and say, I release what no longer serves me, and I invite peace into my life. Bury the jar or throw it away. Preferably, I would never bury anything on my property that I no longer want to have energetic ties with. So I would either throw it away or I would release it in like a garbage can. But I wouldn't open the jar. I would just throw the jar away. But in all honesty, I preferably don't like to bury things within my home. If you want to go to the woods and bury it, I would prefer you do that. But just because that's the way I do it, but you can do it however you choose. So releasing the energy to the earth or releasing it to an energy where it stays confined in the jar. allow it to stay away from you. This is not something you don't want to keep in your home. This is something you want to keep away from you. Also, you could do a home blessing where basically you bless your home. That could be a cleanse such as understanding that you are protected and the stability and your space is clear. So you could use dried rosemary, thyme, sage, a white candle, or a small bowl of water. Light the candle and walk through each room and definitely each corners of the house. And you want to basically envision protecting energy, clearing away anything that might feel tense. A lot of people like to clean around the full moons. I am one of them. Clearing away old energies of what the walls may have seen, tension, fights, arguments. Understanding that your home is a sanctuary of peace and comfort. You can also burn dried herbs for additional cleansing effects, but allowing yourself to feel balanced during this full moon. I am going to do a quick reading. This is going to be a very quick reading because we've concentrated on a lot of things that you should do for the moon. So it's just going to be a couple cards. And for the first signs, I will be doing the fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and also Aries. Definitely do the energy around the prosperity spells. This is a time for you to be aligned in your energetic energy of the heart chakra and understanding that you are confident, balanced, and successful. For the water signs, if you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, it is to understand that you can get through all the obstacles. While obstacles might come your way, you are centered around movement. And with every uphill battle, there's an energy of movement. If you are going through turbulent times, definitely do the ritual bath and understanding that this movement moves for growth. And while it might feel turbulent, the energy of growth will come to you as it should. For the earth signs, if you are earth sign, you are a Virgo, you are a Taurus, or you are a Capricorn, this is a time for you to release. This is also a time for you to release the energy of moving under the shadows of other people. Moving away from what other people have led us to and what other people have put us through. Remember that during hard times, during betrayal, during energy of people putting us in a hardship because of their own energetic shadows, that it is okay for you to pick up the pieces and move forward. Allow yourself to clear. You could definitely clear with water. I would do the ritual bath, and I would also do the sense of releasing tension with the jar spell. For the air signs, if you are an air sign, you are a Gemini, you are a Libra, and you are an Aquarius. Take time to understand the connections of two, the duality, the energy of two movements. Whatever these two movements are that bring wisdom to you, seek them, love them, appreciate them, and understand that you are successful in them. Also take time to move forward in the energy of practice, of embracing yourself, but also embracing unity and the duality around it. Definitely work on the prosperity spell, I would do, if you are an air sign, but also for all the zodiacs. And as we close out this reading and this episode, just take a moment to savor the calmness and the groundness of the energy of the Taurus full moon. And remember that this illumination is just an invitation for us to slow down and embrace self-love and trust in the steady pace of progress. Life isn't a race. Don't be in a hurry. Don't rush through life. Sometimes the most powerful things we can do is to pause and breathe and to meditate. Let things unfold and allow ourselves to ground and feel secure. Thank you for tuning in, and may you have an amazing full moon. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Also, look at that energy of sharing this grounded wisdom with your witchy bestie. And don't forget to give me a reading so like-minded souls can find us, and let your inner magic flow. Thanks for listening. Bye.